Happy engagement, babe.
Happy engagement. Hi, everybody. In case you don't know, this is my
Fiance,
Pate Young. He's been in some of my vlogs, of course, and if you're watching this for the first time, he is now in the My Inspiration Bold for life. You have lipstick all over your lips.
I probably do.
So this is the dude.
I'm the dude.
Welcome to the sit-down interview, honey.
Thanks, babe.
You're welcome. Hi.
Hey, babe.
You're so handsome.
Thanks. You're pretty good looking there yourself, there, darling.
Thanks. Normally you say I'm foxy.
You are. Well, I was trying to clean it up.
Oh,
can we say foxy?
Is that dirty?
Can we say foxy here?
As you can see, this is not Olivia, unless Olivia has grown a beard and cut her hair even more.
Right.
We pooped Olivia out because we worked her all day today, didn't we? Anyway, today's a very special day because, as most of you know, what happened today? You asked me a very
We got
important
engaged
question.
today.
We got engaged! I was so surprised. I mean, I had an idea, of course,
it was hard to surprise you. I could not have done it without Ben and Olivia's help and, you know, your parents.
And the fact that Olivia didn't spill the beans to me, Olivia, you really had me going. I mean, I'm telling you, normally I'd be like, Olivia would have told me by now. And I'm like, what? Yeah, I was very surprised.
Good. That's how it was supposed to go down.
So that's right. So first of all, I got a lovely 1925 platinum vintage, true vintage engagement ring from Los Angeles. It's so beautiful. Isn't it beautiful, honey?
It is. It is. I'm glad that you have it and I don't have to keep up with it as long as I
It's Art Deco.
Yeah.
Beautiful. You've all seen the pictures by now because we've posted them. But we just wanted to say thanks for everyone's support. Everyone's just been sending us messages today and loves and calls.
I know.
And
I wish like I could get engaged every day now, right? Like
it was so
people
great.
coming out of the woodwork, like didn't know you cared. Thanks.
We're so tired right now because it's
really
like the middle of the
important.
night. But we've had such a great day, and I'm so glad I got to share it with Ben and Olivia, and actually the city of Guntersville, Alabama. Olivia and I
got to meet the mayor. That was pretty awesome.
We did. We met the mayor.
She was incredible.
Yes, and they were like, "You're going to make the newspaper." Basically, Olivia and I had an appearance today in Alabama for a large group of people. I don't know, about 150 to 200 people in a big ballroom. And so we were giving our speech, which is basically just us talking and telling our story and things like that. And I was really tired this morning, so I took a bath. And I was like, I'm not going to wash my hair because I'm tired and it looks fine. I should have washed my hair. Of course, the day I get engaged, I don't wash my hair. But that's okay. We all know that sometimes second day hair is good.
The reason that I planned it for a Wednesday, because I know you usually bathe on Wednesdays.
That's not true.
That's what I was thinking.
That's not true. Anyway, Wednesday's our shower day. You're right. So anyway, Olivia and I gave our presentation, and after we speak, we always do question and answer, which is everyone's favorite. And so Olivia said, we have one more question, this gentleman, and then this lady raised her hand, and I thought she was talking about her, so I said, yes, ma'am. And so then she asked me this long-winded question. Olivia's like, oh. So then she said, Hannah, Olivia cuts me off, and she said, there's one more question. And then Pate comes walking in, and we're in a different state, so I had no idea he was there. He walked in a dapper suit, and what'd you say?
I said, I have a question. I said, can you guys start from the beginning? I just got here.
I was like, what? And of course I'm mic'd on stage. Olivia walks off the stage, and I'm like, and I said, is this really happening? I was so confused, and it was one of those Hannah moments like on Biggest Loser where I'm like, And then you start walking towards me and basically went into this whole amazing thing about our lives and how much she loves me and how much we love each other.
I wasn't nervous at all. I mean, I wasn't nervous at all.
Honey, your hands were shaking.
Until I walked into the auditorium and tried to get my shtick out.
Excuse me?
My shtick? That was my whole shtick, my little speech I wrote for you.
Okay, got it.
Right? Well, I wrote that like I thought about that. Those weren't just words that came out of my mouth.
Sorry,
I thought about it.
That's a little dirty. You just came and got your shtick out. Okay, but anyway.
Anyway, so I was trying to get the words out of my mouth, and it was then and there I realized how nervous I was. And of course, when I grabbed the box out of my pocket, it was like trembling.
And then I was trembling, and then I literally, when we're talking in front of hundreds of people, I never get nervous. And all of a sudden,
me either. And, you know,
I kind of glanced.
Auditoriums.
I kind of realized where we were, and I kind of glance over, and all these people have their phones out, they're videoing and watching, and I'm just going like this, and I'm looking at Pate, and then we kind of had our own moment, and I forgot about everybody else, and I was shaking and trembling, and he got on one knee and asked me to marry him in the most amazing, precious way, and said the most amazing things, and of course I said yes. Sorry for your ears.
Yeah, no, it's great.
I was so excited.
Now people won't have to ask, so when are you guys getting engaged?
That's right. But the best part about it was, of course, Pate surprising me, which was so amazing. And the fact that it just felt like, even though there was a lot of people in there, it felt like it was just the two of us in that moment, which was great. So, of course, we start kissing and hugging, and I'm crying, of course. And my microphone's going, you know, and all these people are cheering. It was great.
It wasn't. See, now you're making it sound gross.
No.
It wasn't like any of that. But anyway.
I just remember the moment of where he dropped to his knee in the room. All you could hear was this, you know, because everyone kind of figured out what he was doing.
They probably thought I was going to split my pants. That suit was so tailored.
Kind of like that video. But anyway, the coolest part, too, was I got to share it with my family because Olivia and Ben were here. And Olivia doesn't get to share a lot of things with me because she lives in New York. So you knew that was such a great time for me to have Olivia and Ben there because they're so important to us.
Well, that, and I knew I needed their help to surprise you too, because I would not have been able to surprise you.
I'm onto you, Mr. Young.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And the fact that Olivia didn't tell me, I'm still shocked, because even I believe I asked her, I was like, do you know anything? Like, is anything up? And she's just like, I mean, he just hasn't shared it with us, Hannah. I mean, and Ben too, you know. And you can't even get Ben to tell a white fib. So I was just like, well, Ben's telling me the truth, and that's just, you know, the truth. So I'm so thankful to Olivia and Ben for helping Pate do that, because it was so special. When I saw you, I was just like, what are you doing
Well, we've been talking about marriage for months.
Sure,
so that part was not a surprise.
Yes.
But to me,
the way you did it was
to me, it made it even harder to surprise you, because it wasn't.
He got up at 4 o'clock in the morning and drove all the way to Alabama from Tennessee to surprise me, and then had to drive right back. It was amazing, and we had a great day. We had a long day. It's really late here in Nashville. We had a lot of calls to make. My phone went dead 3 times. I tried not to put too many Instagrams up, so I only did one so far.
I'm a big deal on Instagram now. I got like 80 new followers today. I'm like pretty awesome.
So we've just heard from so many people, and I mean, just the outpouring of love has been so awesome. Of course, I got to talk to Bob and Jillian today, which was amazing, and they're both super excited, and they're just such great people, and they're so team Hannah. Bob said he adored me, which I love, and the best thing that Jillian said today is Bob tells me that he adores me, which I love, and I called him, and it was so great, because him and I had a conversation the last day I was on the ranch, which you've never seen, and he talked about the man that I would meet and how special I would be to a man one day. So that was really amazing. And of course, all the time I spent with Jillian, and what she said to me today was, I want you to really think about this, and I want you to remember that you deserve this. And I couldn't be more proud and pleased, and to tell you that you deserve this too, because this is a lot.
It took me a long time to believe I was at a place or the person that deserves you.
Oh,
but I'm glad that I had already done that work before you walked by.
That's right. I'm pretty great, but you were amazing, and I'm so thankful. And to be honest, there's so many girls that watch that contact me through my Fitspiration who are in the same situation that I was in. They're single, and they've waited. They feel like it's never going to happen. And if you stay faithful to who you are, and you really learn how to love yourself, and you really just hang on, and you be yourself, and you become happy with just yourself, God will send you the right person. And I truly believe that.
Well, I think it all starts with subscribing to my Fitspiration channel, right?
Ben's going to love this.
Definitely,
that's where it starts, right? Don't just comment. Don't just like, subscribe, right? You have to start.
You do. But there was a time when you didn't know me that I felt like this was never going to happen. And I cried many tears and gave up hope. And going on the show, and, you know, with the help of Olivia and my family and everything, I began to believe that there was hope for this to happen. And now I get to be married to such an amazing person, a wonderful man, and my best friend. I get to have a family, which is so amazing and exciting. And I said I wasn't going to do this, but I'm just so happy. And not just because of this, but because of what I was able to do in my life. And to be honest, I mean, I would have never gone on the show. I would have never done any of it. If they wouldn't have rejected Ben. So Ben, thank you for not being fat enough to be on the show. And if Olivia wouldn't have literally drugged me by my hair to do this. And I was able, by her having that burning desire to change myself and stand on my own 2 feet for the first time in a long time. So I'm really, really proud of that. And this is the fruit of all that hard work. So if you are working hard in your fitness journey, you are working hard in something, a goal that you want, do not give up on yourself, because look what can happen.
Well, I tell you, for me, that was one of the most attractive qualities that I picked up on when I met you. I was like, this chick's battle tested. You know, I was like,
that's right.
Because, you know, things aren't always going to be amazing. You know, there's times, you know, and so when I meet somebody and the biggest, hardest experience they had in their life was that, you know, something that I would consider irrelevant.
You lost a Backstreet Boy, kind of.
Yeah, well, I think it put it in perspective. I mean, we kind of built our relationship in the beginning on having some of those deep, meaningful conversations where we talked about some stuff that
we did.
I would think some couples may still not talk about, but you know,
I laid down the law and said, "This is what I want. This is what I need. If you're not interested, you're out."
That was like the third or fourth date. But
do not settle for anything less than what you want.
That was one of the things that I was most impressed with, was that you were able to kind of tell me what your issues were, what you've been through, how you grew from those experiences and things like that. And I was like, wow, okay, cool. Like,
okay.
Let me also do that. So, so I think that's
Happy Engagement
great.
Day.
Happy engagement, babe.
Happy engagement.
Hashtag Forever Young.
Hashtag Forever Young. Soon to be Mrs. Young.